Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome along to not just any episode of Cracking Packs. Tonight is episode number 10. Number 10. I wasn't even sure we were going to get past number 1. So number 10 is quite the milestone. I'm very happy to have gone this far. So thank you very much for everyone who has supported me in any way, shape or form. It's been amazing to have any and all forms of support. Paylent, thank you very much for being at every single episode of this stream, and Rose Clash, thank you very much for putting up with my shit basically on a weekly basis. So tonight, as with every single episode of Cracking Packs, we are going to start it off with cracking the packs that we've earned during the week. There's not as many this week as unfortunately it's been a busy week, so I haven't been able to get that many, but we still have 12 packs. It's just a mixed bag, so we're going to have to do them all individually, but that's okay. That's not a problem. You know, it's something we've done before. We've done it heaps, but yeah, so we'll go through those, and I don't know, do we start with our devastation or do we do Dominaria? I think we've opened a lot of Dominaria packs, so I think maybe we probably start with our devastation. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but that's how I feel about it. So yeah, we'll start with the Hour of Devastation packs. Thank you, Magic and Stuff, for the host. That's awesome. So we'll go through our packs now. So we've got an Angel of the God Pharaoh, an uncommon wild card, and a rare wild card. So that's cool. Red wild cards are something that we're missing at the moment, so hopefully the packs might put us into our vault, into our next stage of our vault. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. There's big changes coming on the 7th of June as we open our second Hour of Devastation pack. We've got an Imaginary Threats, a Burning Fist Minotaur, and Hazard's Undying Fury. So some alright looking cards there. We've got a lot of Hour of Devastation already because there's been Hour of Devastation drafts, and we've got a whole bunch of Dominaria basically because of the same reason. There hasn't actually been much Ixalan draft yet, but I imagine there'll be more of that. Because come the 7th, they're going to have best of 3, they're going to have on-tap drafts, they're going to have all sorts of other bits and pieces. It's going to be pretty cool. So we've got a Crook of Condemnation, a Tenacious Hunter, and the rare is another rare wild card, and that's going to be really, really good later on, where we go through the blue-white Azorious Ascension deck, which is one of the pre-con decks that you get with MTG Arena when you enter the beta and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll open the Hour of Devastation pack. Well, it looks like it might be a mythic. So Sifter Worm we've already got, Manticore we've already got, Vault Progress is going up and up and up. And it's a mythic wild card, which is almost better than a mythic card itself, because it means we can choose our mythic card. So that's pretty cool. And we'll open up this Hour of Devastation pack. It's got a Fervent Paincaster, a Vizier of the Anointed, and the rare is an actual Hour of Devastation from an Hour of Devastation pack. So that's kind of cool. They all lose, creatures lose indestructible, and Hour of Devastation deals 5 damage to each creature and each non-bolus planeswalker. So keep going through, open our Devastation pack. Only 2 more left of those. So, got an uncommon wild card. June Diviner, which, you know, I think it could be a lot cooler. But that's right. So, we've got a leave to chance. So, return any number of target permanents to your hand, and the aftermath is discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. So, that's, yeah, I don't know. Leave as an instant, I guess you can save a whole bunch of things, and then aftermath, if it's a whole bunch of stuff that you played early game that you might want to change up, you can bin them and draw. So yeah, that works. The last Hour of Devastation pack for the night. Let's see what it's got in it. Crypt of the Eternals, if near Dreadlands. So we're up to 50% in the vault progress now, so we're probably not gonna pop that unless we buy some more packs, which we could do because we've got gems and it is the 10th episode, so you know, why not. We'll see what that is. It's a Wildfire Eternal. That card looks real cool. When it attacks, if it isn't blocked, you may cast an instant sorcery from your hand without paying its mana cost. So, like, the Afflictor's 4, so you don't really want to block it, but at the same time you don't want to have an instant or sorcery cast from your opponent's hand. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I guess we'll move on now to the 5 Dominaria packs that we've got, and we'll go through those. Because it is the 10th episode of Cracking Packs, I always have a whole bunch of MTG Arena redeemable codes. They're in-game redeemable codes. I have spent money and bought booster packs and booster boxes and all that sort of thing to try, with the goal of trying to get rid or get as many people these codes as possible, because you can only redeem 10 per account. And there's nothing in the little blurb on the card or the little blurb on the website that the card says to go to that says that I can't give them away because I bought them, so they're mine. Two-headed giant. Actually got him in draft tonight. My draft tonight at Vagabond didn't go particularly well, but that's okay. Rose Clash got 2 wins and a loss, so that is also pretty cool. A lot of grayed out cards in our Dominaria packs because, like, we've opened so much Dominaria, and because all of the packs that you've been earning have been Dominaria for some time now. That's all going to change on the 7th. There's going to be a whole bunch of revamp to the economy, all that sort of thing. So, Precognition Field, which, again, pretty cool card. Third to last pack of Dominaria, just straight up. You've got too many Zahids, so it's fine. 64% on the vault progress. Second to last Dominaria pack for the night. Looks like it could be a mythic. I don't know what it's going to be. We've got a Slimefoot Stowaway. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool on the green-black Saprolings deck, which we tried to make at one stage on a Will It Work Wednesday. Didn't work, but that's fine. Demon Lord Balzenlock. So Balzenlock, a lot of the lore is based around him at the moment, so, and everyone trying to defeat him and all that sort of carry on. As an interesting card, it kind of, you can kill yourself with it, but not that much. And the final final pack of Dominaria is going to have something in it. I wonder what it is. It's a normal rare. We've got an uncommon wild card, a actual common wild card, which is cool. There's a chance to get these instead of an actual card. I thought it was just going to be, hey, you got 4 of, but instead what they've done is when you get 4 of, you get vault progress. So the rare is, again, another rare wild card, so that's pretty cool. Vault's really, really close, guys, so what I think I might do is we'll just quickly jump over to the store and look at the options to purchase some packs. So if we look at it, you can get 15 packs with 3,000 gems. That'll give us enough to... We'll still have enough gems left to be able to draft on Sunday Funday, so that'll be fine. So I think we'll do that. But what set should we pick? Dominaria, Rivals of Ixalan, Ixalan, Hour of Devastation, or Armin Kit. First message in the chat will secure that. So some Ninja Mystic playing in the background. Kiwi Classics playlist on Spotify. I don't know who made it, but man, it's pretty good. Does it show you who made it? Created by Jordan Cowan. Jordan Cowan, thank you very much. 10 hours and 24 minutes of New Zealand music. Geez, some of it goes back as well. Crazy. Alright, so any comments in the chat? Nope, so I am going to pick Ixalan packs. I'm going to pick 15 Ixalan packs. So we'll purchase those. Yeah, thanks, Paneth. Yeah, I think Ixalan is the set that we have the least of, but at the same time, man, I've lost track. I've opened so many packs on Kraken Packs, and before we even started streaming, before the NDA got dropped, so we'll open up these Ixalan packs. The first lot, I'm going to open 10. I'm just going to use the open 10 button, and it'll just show us the rares, which is fine. So we'll do that, which is cracked our vault, so that's awesome. We've got a Jace, so that's already pretty cool. We have got Blood Crazed Paladins. I don't know. I get the feeling that it's one of those cards that you can play in a deck that just sort of board wipes. Is there a way to display an overview of your card collection? No. Like how breakdown per set and stuff like that? I don't think there is. You can sort by all sorts of different things, but they haven't done... it'd be cool to have... There's a Windows app. It's called Urza Gatherer. I use it for my physical card collection. I don't update it as much as I should, but I do keep it relatively up to date for an idea of how much my set is worth. But yeah, I haven't seen anything. But that could be something that people want to suggest in the feedback. I'm not overly fussed with it, because you look at it and you sort of go, oh, I want 4 cards and I want these 4 cards, and you know that those 4 cards are in the set, so they're available, and you know that you can search and see how many you've got. So whilst it could be handy, I guess, for long term where you're going to be looking at what packs you want to buy, but I think you're going to have a pretty good idea, because you're always going to want to get certain cards from certain sets. Like we've got the Rampaging Ferocidon, right? On the 7th of June, when everything comes in, Standard comes in, and with that the Standard ban list comes in, and he's banned. So we'll just go through. I'm happy with that Jace though. Jace is always good. Mythics are good. He's a very interesting Planeswalker because he basically creates tokens of himself. It's not something that I've seen before in a Planeswalker. Paleth, you might have seen that, but no, I haven't seen that yet. So 5 more packs for the beginning of Kraken Packs. And I've had some rest and some relaxation. So we're going to be alright playing blue-white controls. So I'll crack the pack. What's in it? It's got an Ixalan's Binding, which we've already got 4 of. So you can see it's slightly grayed out. Bunch of cards down here. The rare is Settle the Wreckage. Ah man, that's a card. It's a card that is very, very far from Rose Clash's like list, in saying that she uses it as well. So 4 more packs left for the beginning of the 10th episode of Cracking Packs. Got a Tempest Caller, Wily Goblin, the rare, and that is a Carnage Tyrant. Oh, okay. See, that's getting better. Mythic rare, Carnage Tyrant. He's he does all the bits and pieces. Like, it's just a great card. I think we're gonna see more of him in standard, but I don't know. Ixalan pack. A Rigging Runner. I thought we had 4 of those, but we don't. Dark Nourishment, Nest Robber. Other ones are grayed out, so that's fine. And the rare is a Mythic Rare Wild Card. That's very cool. So we're looking pretty good to be able to make changes to this blue-white control deck that we're going to be playing around with tonight. Second to last pack for the Cracking Packs, part of the Cracking Packs 10th episode stream. The rare is Sunbird's Implication, so we've got one of those before. It's an interesting card. So whenever you cast a spell from your hand, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the spell's converted mana cost. You may cast a card revealed this way with converted mana cost X or less without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So, like, I mean, I don't. There's ways to abuse that card. I haven't figured them out, but it's there. And so the last pack, 4 Cracking Packs, episode 10. Cross fingers, hold thumbs, as my South African work colleagues say. I don't understand. You hold thumbs, but we cross fingers, right? So, Marauding Looter. An uncommon wildcard, and the rare slot we have a Fathom Fleet Captain. So he's pretty cool. He's a pretty solid Pirates card. He's got Menace, he's 2-1, 2-1 for 2, Menace, and if you pay 2, you can, when you attack with a non-token pirate, so it doesn't have to be him even, you can create a 2-2 pirate with Menace. Alright! So we'll just quickly crack this vault, which will mean that we get all of these wild cards to play with when we go back, and then we'll step through into the next bit of the stream, which is looking at this pre-constructed deck. Now this is the last of the pre-constructed decks that Wizards have given us, but that doesn't mean that next week we're not going to have something for you. We're definitely going to have something. We're not 100% sure what that something's going to be, but we could be going through and looking at ways to make decks that are competitive and standard, possibly on a budget, because I mean, look, I know that everyone doesn't have money to chuck at Magic the Gathering, and some people want to be able to jump in, spend $50 or less, have a deck, go to a standard tournament, have some fun, go home. And look, I get that. If you're a really good player, you'll get a couple of wins, someone will get some bad draws, stuff like that. But the guys that are spending hundreds and hundreds on standard decks, it's so hard to beat them. So we're going to try and look at ways to beat those decks with budget decks. So this is it. This is the last of the pre-con decks that we're going to look at. The Azorious Ascension pre-con deck provided to us by Wizards of the Coast and the team behind Magic the Gathering Arena. So if we look at that again, you'll notice that, wow, it's all over the place. I mean, like, what do you do? There's not a whole lot that you can do about it, right? It's one of those decks that, yeah, we will definitely be changing bits and pieces, and we'll probably be aiming towards more like 3-ofs and 4-ofs. But at the moment, you see it's got Snubhorn Sentries, Ops, Lab Guardians, Baffling Ends, Compulsory Rest, Sensor, couple of Essence Scatters, Spell from Eroska, Negate, what have we got in 3-drop? Sunscourge Champion, Slippery Scoundrel, Resplendent Griffin, Desert's Hold, Forsake the Worldly, Supreme Will, couple of cancels, Secrets of the Golden City, then Edifice of Authority, which actually seems to work pretty well, and a whole bunch of cards, but that's okay. Vizier of the Many Faces, cast out Excellence Binding, which is a solid card, Pious Interdiction, a couple of Hieroglyphic Illuminations, a Kamuna's Awakening, Angel of Sanctions, which is probably just straight up replaced now with Lyra, Glyph Keeper, which is a really good card in any blue-white or blue-based control deck, Spell Swindle, which, I mean, I've seen it used and make a whole bunch of treasure tokens, then because of that the other person's won, and it wasn't me. What's that? Angler Drake and River's Rebuke. So it's got a couple of things there, and like the deck is called Azorious Ascension, so it's assumed from the name that it's probably doing something with the Ascend mechanic. Now the Ascend mechanic works on you getting the City's Blessing. So when you get 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing for the rest of the game. It doesn't matter if someone destroys one of those permanents. If you hit 10 permanents, you get that blessing, and that means that everything with Ascend can be activated or triggered or whichever. So as we do, we will go through and try and play this as it is. I'm already cringing. I can feel Palanth cringing through the internet. And Rose Clash hasn't even looked at the list. She's playing Heroes of the Storm at the moment, and I can feel her cringing. But that's okay. We will go through and play that. So, click play, change the deck from Fish, which we were having a quick go at, so we could get some more gold, and jump into Azorious Ascension. Thanks very much everyone for either watching replays, coming along during the stream, everything that anyone has ever done to help out with the stream. It's been great. The amount of support that has been going on has been awesome. And yes, it is missing your favorite MTG Arena card. Search from Azcanta for Azcanta. Yeah, and that card is nuts. So this hand is looking pretty good. We're not going to want to play the Meandering River first, though. I'm going to want to go Island into Opt, Plains into Holding a Negate, and then play the Meandering River. Hopefully draw another Negate or something like that. So we'll keep. I think we'll keep that. It seems alright. So we will play the island and end the turn, because then he thinks we might have a spell pierce or something. I don't know. So we will opt in response to that. Compulsory rest. Yeah, we can keep that up for now. That's alright. We'll play a Plains, drop that Plains. Do we play the compulsory rest or do we hold the negate? I think we play the compulsory rest. Probably should have held the compulsory rest for something else, but like it's just an idea of how the deck runs, right? We're just trying to get an idea of what's going on with this deck. Oh, it's the Black-Green Explore deck. That's alright. So we can drop this Meandering River now, and we'll play the Lab Guardian. He's a 2-3, so he can block that other 1-1. Then next turn we can play the Sunscourge Champion. And then we'll get this Edifice of Eternal Authority. Edifice of Eternal? Edifice of Authority going on. Huh. Let's go 2. Yeah, we'll play that now. We're gonna attack. This might not go well. Just because, well, I mean, like the decks that we're playing against, and I've said it before and I will say it again, we are playing not at a high level because, well, we keep doing this, and losing levels and stuff like that, but like, we're at the point now where, losing ranks when we do this type of thing, and it's fine because it's showing everyone what the deck is about, but because whenever I play not on stream, and go through like quick constructed or whatever, I play one of the other decks, I always get up to like a couple of levels into gold, and then when we get back to the stream, then yeah. So already we're looking at it and we're going, oh dear, this isn't good. I mean, another land and we'll get an Angel of Sanctions maybe, or we just play this Sunscourge Champion and gain 4 life. Or do we play this Slippery Scoundrel? Like, it doesn't really matter, we're gonna lose. So we'll play the Sunscourge Champion, gain 4 life. We'll discard the Glyph Keeper because it's got Embalm. Go back to 16. Hopefully he'll swing in with those Spore Crown Thalids and we'll get rid of some of those. But yeah, welcome along to everyone. It's episode 10. Jeez, who knew it was going to be episode 10? Just playing. So for those of you who have just joined or watching someone else's screen or something like that, the general idea of Friday nights, will it work? No, Kraken Pack stream is we go through, we open all the packs that we have earned during the week, then we pick a deck that we've seen played. In this case it's pre-constructed decks, so you know we've used those. And going forward, because this is the last pre-constructed deck, we're going to change that a bit, but normally we play a deck and then we go back and we look at the deck because it's all over the place and we condense it down and make it better, which is now the bit that we're up to. So we'll go back into the deck editing, look at Azorious Ascension. It's all over the place, right? So I mean, like, it doesn't need a lot of creatures because it's not that type of deck, but the list is terrible. I know it's an Azorious Ascension deck, and normally we look at everything that would tie in with that, but I don't think there's stuff in here that's gonna work with the Ascend mechanic as win conditions, and I think what it really is a blue-white control deck that somewhat abuses that Ascend mechanic with the Secrets of the Golden City and the Expels and the other bits and pieces that are in there that use Ascend. The Resplendent Griffin, but we don't really need the Resplendent Griffin. So I think to start with, and Paleanth may or may not agree with me, but we'll do it anyway. We'll just go through and sort of cut out the bits and pieces that we don't really think we need there. So I'm going to get rid of these Snubhorns. as a very first thing. Baffling End can probably hang around. Compulsory Rest, I don't like it because they can sack it and gain life. Censor is okay, but I don't like, I want hard counters rather than soft counters, so I'll get rid of that for now. Expel from Expel from Orozca. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you have the city's blessing, you may put it on top of the permanents. Like I like it, but I think it's better to use that mana or have something in there that's going to bin it to their graveyard or exile it or something like that to begin with. Labyrinth Guardian, not the worst card in this, but there's that other one that comes back with an Eternalize. Champion of Wits. And I think it's better off in that slot. Because the first time you play it, you draw 2, discard 2. And yeah, Seal Away is better than Baffling End, you're right. I was gonna go into that. But that, you're right, it is. I'll chuck a couple of Champion Wits in. We'll take that Baffling End out. Seal Away is just, strictly speaking, better. So we'll put in 4 of those. The Lab Guardian, I think we'll get rid of it because it basically kills itself. I think we'll go 3 and 3 there. Desert's Hold, get rid of that. Forsake the Worldly, we'll get rid of that. Because just have to remember, at the moment, MTG Arena is best of 1. It's not best of 3 yet, so we don't need sideboard stuff. Once we get into, after the post the 7th of June, when we're looking at best of 3s, we'll start looking at sideboards and stuff like that. But at the moment, we don't have to, so we just not. Sunscourge Champion is good. You gain some life. It does have an Eternalize, which you gain more life. But again, I don't think it's what the deck is trying to do. So I'm going to get rid of that. Cancels. We're going to leave a couple of cancels in. Secrets of the Golden City. It's draw 2 cards for 3 as a sorcery. Whereas if you look down further, Hieroglyphic Illumination is draw 2 cards or cycle for 4 as an instant. So it's something that you can do both times on their turn. So I'm going to get rid of those. For now, we can come back to it. Yeah, Settle is amazing. Slippery Scoundrel, like, he's an unblockable dude. He's got hexproof if you've got the City's Blessing, but this isn't one of those decks that's going to be sitting there bashing people. It's going to be one of those decks that sits back and then does something that hoses everything. Supreme Will, I actually really like this card. Supreme Will, you can counter a target spell, and I said before that I don't like soft counters, but this one has 2 options. So it's a soft counter where you counter it unless they pay 3, which is pretty good, or you can look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. So that's pretty cool, right? So I'm going to leave, we'll probably do 2 of. Get rid of this Griffin. Edifice of Authority. It's pretty good, but you need mana to activate it. So again, like, you're better off having a Binding or a Seal Away or something like that. I'm going to get rid of it for now. Cast Out, because it has Flash, and you can get rid of anything, is also pretty good. So we'll keep that. We'll get rid of Pious Interdiction, because there's, strictly speaking, better things. Same with Kamina's Awakening. The Vizier is not bad, but like I said before, the Angel of Sanctions, maybe we'll get rid of that. Glyph Keeper, I want to keep. Spell Swindle, we will get rid of. Angler Drake, we will get rid of. River's Rebuke, we will get rid of. Meandering Rivers, we'll get rid of Arch of Eroska, get rid of Field of Ruins, not bad in the deck, rather. But what we're going to put in instead of those Meandering Rivers, what is that land called? We want it Glacial Fortress, that's what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4 Glacial Fortresses. Play the better angel. Yes, play the better angel. Lyra. Lyra is not a land, so Lyra won't show up. We got 3 Lyra, so I think probably play 2 Lyras. At least a couple of Ixalan's Bindings and a couple of cast outs. One of those. No. Minus one of those. Oh, we'll look at that in a minute. 2 Lyras, 1 Vizier because it can actually copy their stuff. So that's cool. Teferi. Ooh. Do we have any Teferis? Don't. But this might be the time. Now, which Teferi do you want? Paylength? I know the answer. I know what Teferi you want. You want the good Teferi. You want this one. And look! We got mythic wildcards to use. Ooh! You can use those. Maybe even a couple of these guys. Because he's the new hotness at the moment. Alright, so we'll get rid of that Baffling End. Opt is pretty good. So I don't know, what are we going to do with these last 4 slots? Maybe another Glyph Keeper? Ah, how could I forget? I'm sorry. So we'll put a couple of searches in, we'll put a couple of settles in. So the win conditions that we currently have are Champion of Wits, killing things. Vizier of the Many Faces, also killing things. Lyra, brutally murdering everything. Glyph Keeper coming in and not being able to be removed. And basically killing things. So I think it looks pretty good. What's the... So 33% white, 56% blue, so maybe we need to irrigated farmland. What's irrigated farmland? I don't have any. I've never got them. Because, well, like when you're drafting, you don't really want to use the rare land, unfortunately. But it's pretty good. Like, it's a good card. It's got cycling, it's got blue and white, and blah blah blah. So it looks alright for now. 60 cards, 1 Field of Ruin. I guess we try it, right? Try it, see how it goes. It's definitely not. It's very well rounded. So let's see how it goes, shall we? I think that's a good idea. So I'm probably bobbing around on the stream, right? Bobbing around on the camera, rather. Like a bit of a fool. That's right. 7 viewers. Jeez. Just like the old days, eh? Oh man, that that hand's pretty keepable, hey. So we'll keep that. I hate to be our opponent at the minute. I play a guy and I attack with him and I seal him away. I play a guy and I attack with him and I seal him away. So dependent on what he does turn one depends on if we play the search for his canter first or not. Okay, so we'll just play our search. That's pretty good. Do we need another land? We're gonna put this one on our library because once we get our 5 lands, it's fine. Play another white. And pass the turn. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Blockers, gonna come back to my turn. Do on another land. I think we'll ship this one off to the graveyard and draw something else. It's another land, so that was a good idea. Play another white. Combat attackers end turn, which is the correct way to do it because if you click end turn, you negate. You don't negate. You stop basically having anything. Okay, so HGB is not having a good time of it, right? Waiting for us to play something. Discarding a card. Essence Scatter. We'll keep that on our library and draw it. Play another land. Combat, attacks, in turn. So HDB not having a good time of it. He's finally got his 3rd land, so that's cool. Attackers, block, my turn. We can actually put the Glyph Keeper in our graveyard. So, Andre Live Rod with 5 viewers coming on with the host. Thank you very much appreciated. So we've ditched our Glyph Keeper because we can embalm it. I'm gonna draw something. It's another land. Cool. So at the moment we're looking real healthy with the lands. Combat attacks and the turn. So that was cool. I'm part of this cool little community where basically we go, hey, who's streaming at the moment? And people go, oh, I'm streaming. So at the end of our stream, if someone else is streaming, we ship all our viewers off to that other stream, and it's real cool. I am gonna put that seal away in the graveyard and draw something else. Lyra. Okay. Do we just jam Lyra now? I think so. Combat. Yeah, and it's a cool little community. Like, people are saying, oh, hey, what did you do on your stream? How did you get to affiliate? I see that you're a partner or whatever. Oh, so you just gained some life. Oh, that's cool. And yeah, it's great. People like Spencatro, who is the mastermind behind this little piece of software, NTGA Tracker. Sorry, I forgot that was hiding. He's been doing all sorts of bits and pieces on that. Like, man, that guy is. I wish I could tell you where he worked, because that guy is a mastermind. As we just step through HGB's turn. Field of Ruin. Did he have any non-basics? No, he doesn't have any non-basics. So I'll put that in our graveyard as well. And draw something else. It's an actual land. So we will go to combat, go to attacks, all attack. With the Lyra, with the 5 damage. Gaining the 5 life. Yeah, so shout out basically to everyone that is involved with all of the discords. There's heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps. I'm in like 2 or 3 of them. Just got to remember the names, so I'm opening Discord at the moment. So what have we got? We have got MTGA Tracker Discord, so shout out to everyone that's come from there. Arena Creators Discord, shout out to everyone from there. And the MTG Arena Host Train. MTG Arena Host Train, man, that's where we get some of the bits and pieces going on. But Arena Creators is really, really good. It's the first Discord that I jumped in. It's kind of binding my thing. It's not nice. Like I said, Arena Creators is the first one that I jumped in, and it gives you a whole bunch of updates. Ox Ryan does an awesome job in that channel. Just chills out, and allows us, like, whenever there's an update or there's an announcement or whatever, he'll go, oh hey, by the way guys, this is what this is. And it's cool because you can either go to the forum and read through the entire forum post, or you can read Ox's bullet pointed bits and pieces. I like to read the bullet points. Bullet points work out real good. So what's he got? He's got for the next update. Do we want that? I think we'll take that. So we'll draw. Play a Glyph Keeper Embalmed. It's fine, because if he bindings that or kills it or whatever, that's also fine. Oh, he can't binding it. Unless he targets it with something else first. Which he could, that's fine. Is he hitting, like, what? I don't know what just happened. So we'll put that land in our graveyard. We're sitting pretty good with land. We'll click draw. Supreme Will, which we'll do on his turn. That's fine. We'll just get sneak some 5 damage in the turn. So update that was on the YouTube Magic the Gathering channel. We'll let him go through that because we can't do anything about it. But basically, the next major update is happening on June 7th. It'll bring the Kaladesh block, the 2017 welcome decks, all of the ban list, all of the time. But the cool thing, you get playsets of Aether Hub, Aethersphere Harvester, Bomat Courier, Chandra Torture Defiance, Disallow, Fatal Push, Fumigate, Giant Sleeve Siphoner, Heart of Kieran, PNLR, Scrap Heat Scrounger, Spire of Industry, Torrential Gearhulk, Unlicensed Disintegration, and the most expensive card from the set that it is in, Walking Ballista. So, and I mean Walking Ballista is in all of the vehicles decks. They're basically saying, please play Rakdos vehicles because we need to see how it breaks. So before we go back to our turn, we're going to use Supreme Will. We're going to look at the top 4 cards of our library, and we're going to put 1 into our hand and the rest on the bottom of our library in any order. So I'm not going to take a Settle. I could take a Champion of Wits or a Negate. I think I'm going to take the Champion of Wits and select my turn. So we've got 5 cards in the graveyard now as Cantor won't flip. Ah, yes! Ixalan's binding. Let's draw into that puppy. Get our Lyra back. Come on. Counter it. I dare you. No. No, you can't counter. Oh no. Ah, cool. Okay. So Excellence Binding. Heading Excellence Binding. Lyra is back. So swing him for 5, hit him in the face. What else? What just happened where? I don't know what you meant by what just happened there. Sorry, Banth. I was in another window trying to read the updates, but... Ah, Chupacabra! Man, we just got it back too. That's right. Azcanto will flip. Earlier when he tried to target your Sphinx. Ah, so, I'll just put this in the graveyard. Transform that. And I'll show you what happened. So basically, the Sphinx, whenever Glyphkeeper becomes the target of a spell or an ability for the first time each turn, counter that spell or ability. So he tried to target it with his Excellence Binding, and it fizzled. So I don't know why he tried to do it, but I don't think he read the card, maybe. So we'll draw. It's a land. We will play a Champion of Wits. Yeah, I thought he would have done it, like hit it with one of the Moment of Cravings first or something. So we'll take the action from the Champion of Wits, draw 2 cards, we've got a Vizier, we'll get rid of 2 Sealaways, play the Vizier, or attempt to play the Vizier. And I'm going to tell you the Vizier, targeting the Ravenous Chupacabra, then targeting the Ravenous Chupacabra, and then I'll attack. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know why he did it, but hey, stranger things have happened, right? So we're still looking pretty open. Like, I mean, we're gonna Seal Away, we've got an Eastern Scatter, we've got another land. Got Azcanto's Flip now, so we can use it to go through our deck more and more and more. But it's cool. It's real cool. We'll let him resolve that trigger. He's probably trying to dig for a settle, I guess. Let him draw. He must, yeah, he must be trying to dig for a settle wreckage. I mean, we can swing into a settle the wreckage because... Yeah, okay, good game. Combat, we'll still just swing with one guy. Just in case he's Captain Sneaky Settle the wreckage. Yeah, there we go. How about that? He tried to do this sneaky and say good game, and then, like, I don't know. Some people, eh? We'll take a negate. Negate seems like a good idea. No blockers because it got settled. Damage doesn't go through because it got settled, and end the turn because. So we're gonna negate. We're gonna Eastern Scatter. We're gonna Seal Away. We're doing pretty good. He's just gonna cycle through the top of his deck using his counter. But overall, like you can see the changes about, and it's really important when you're playing Magic the Gathering to try and limit the amount of variance that you've got from your deck. So if you've got 4s of and 3s of and stuff like that instead of 1s of all over the place, it's a lot easier to know what's going to be coming. And yeah, Works out real good. What's he going to play? He's going to Moment of Craving the Ravenous Chupacabra. Which is fine, because it's a Vizier. Oh no, just digging for something else. Still got enough mana to Moment of Craving the... Ooh, no. No drawing the cards for you, buddy. So now he can't Moment of Craving the Ravenous Chupacabra. Ooh! And use the settle the wreckage that he had in his hand, but he didn't. He had a negate, which is perfectly fine. So he's going to opt. He's going to scry and draw. There's not anything that's going to save him. That's going to cost 3. I don't think. Yeah, there you go. Alright, well, I guess that's it. 10 episodes. What an achievement, eh? I'm real stoked. That's 10 episodes, 10 pre-constructed decks. I don't even know how many MTG Arena in-game redeemable codes that we've given away, but it has been so many. Like at least a box worth, like 30 plus, 40 probably. I lost complete and utter track of it. It's been a real good ride. I'm looking at getting an actual microphone, and we're going to look at doing some other things. We're in talks about how we're going to live stream our weekly Pathfinder events, or possibly starting up another D&D 5th edition, just so we can start at the beginning and have characters, you know, form with the people that are following the stream as well. And if it's D&D, it will fit in because it'll be Wizards of the Coast as well, and then we can basically just do Wizards of the Coast stuff. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, Sunday Funday, 1 PM on Sunday, where we will be doing a Dominaria quick draft, so that'd be good. Yes, Palinth, we're up to 73 followers. I didn't think that we would get past 3 or 7, and we're at 73. So we're at 73 followers. We made affiliate. We're ticking all the boxes to get to partner. We just need to get to that bit where all of those 73 followers are actually viewing, plus a couple more, on a consistent basis, because one of the tick boxes that you need to achieve to get to partner is 75 average viewers. That's a goal that we've got. We also want to get into the Wizards Creator Program once that's available in New Zealand. We also want to, as I said before, we're looking out for all our other fellow streamers. Like we've got all sorts going on, right? Like I'm trying to find right now who's still on in our bits and pieces, but like no one's streaming at the moment. So if I'm gonna find. We found a really cool Magic the Gathering stream the other night, and she was really cool. We all rocked up in there, but I can't remember what her name was. I should have bookmarked it because she seemed to have a pretty good time playing MTG Arena. Seemed to know what she was talking about as well, which is a bonus. I've been trying and trying and trying to convince Rose Clash that she needs to do a guest stream. So if anyone wants to see that sooner rather than later, please whisper me whisper her as well and say, hey, get on there and get into it. But yeah, no, thanks everyone for the support. This is, you know, I keep coming back because of the support that I'm getting. If I'm not getting the support, then I wouldn't be coming back. So with that, I'm gonna have a look. I'm looking. All of the streams look kind of random. So no one else is on either. Does anyone have an idea for a stream that we should go raiding to? No, probably not. Maybe we just go and see this guy. The Mar 00481. I have no idea if this is going to be any good, but, you know, we'll see. Thanks, everyone. See you on Sunday for Sunday Fun Day. And then back again on Wednesday for Will It Work Wednesday, where you bring your ideas, I bring my collection. Hopefully something works. Alright, see you guys later.